Adeshima ma yamamuache premo ato omamni ama ahodo obisu nsema emraso na ede ebramu yi don riba kwontem de madaroma ensema ekochu ko bata yasi wunkonwa ba wusum de agunframam amansa nya biatie hyane nso se otikokko so krobia asante kotokon wotu vosetu asante ma nyina awura enempo na woda akora yamatrinkwo na asase so wadum kumase Dr. Sir Kwame despite osikani nyansani ne gaza video friends hello 101.5 KJTC NN se wa brakachoni Samson Kwame nyameche o ma pia tum se kukuro ya ne yakono asantema tie yen afehia ne nso na hu se ogwan kan ne potem so agama nchada roma krom ha ye din dede bia nkoso enso okay and neat 100.1 die Omaboa amamansa tienka Fila FM Tamale Rock FM Tadi Dynamite Takwa Bosume FM wachimso do na chamansa wachimda ebeje gumo the beat se wiasawe so Liberty FM se wiwi so Eagle ewo Cape Coast Coastal FM so ewo Mankasim Asta ewo Techimai ma mote yenka ewo eye Coastal FM nechi no bakwa kopemu enzima FM enzima beyond ne patem so eyenkwanta Star FM wa tebu na kro your friend say Jewel FM and we adua yankwanta Dachi FM ewo ensewam any other su kwantempo so Tepa Coco FM sede Coco huyanti Tepa Coco FM peacefmonline.com ghana-today.com Hall Digital Radio London kanenanka yo hima krom wawu enei adani wo hin krom obrapa ejo wura kwan na ya akura do aba obrapa nya sikapa kopie radio station pa ewo America bridge mem Worcester amafo tienka ewo Unity Radio afi yentie ensem de dimakutren bi
Franke Tuni Emma New Patriotic Party amanyoko ne sedamba waba bemu a woni wo sinto ewo ni pedua mu na wo benya scholarship e de akosuapon mu no da na koma so a obedi ho dwuma.
Some of the monies from our scholarship secretariat and the GET fund to provide free tertiary education, both tuition and accommodation to all persons of disabilities who make it into the universities.
Edom kese wo mrahye bedwamu afresen kamrahye bedwafo mrasetna yebekasa ho. Ede na si ama enwuma ye fra maamamu bepie Ghana ha no ebi abobo won kete na wosan ekowunchi kane akwatia mrahye bedwani asrese ma NDC former wontrimu nya wonde se wadi nkunima wie e wa fe 2024 abato ho.
Even though BSO NDC winning NDC because MPP for Ankasankura number mobuno and CCMA may ende the registration will be no serious.
Langa de for mama homene sui yebeye den asano ensem bi ka wenum ho ne nwuma yada romanti yede somo se ye prem to break asie
sa enwuma go we ne na ehwe abom eye Suzy Eba Center yes eye no kure omukuta CB men capsules and CB women capsules emani mema edro udi pebi nonum bi tupa ye engogu yam ewie na wia bo papa ne de na wia bo ne nyame se da bi Ghana fon papa dodo oto nsuo dim frama bi fawu mai ewie mai nyunyunyunyu sa ne nipa na sane we de ne tie untini ni unom pem ne nsuo ni moje wo mu so wan pa du pa no man support nyoma odi wo kwa yare sa ba tim no wa fa no wawu kwa Misrao, CB men capsules and women capsule dear. Bear my Jones on was a trum cabia, or bow boo in Zanzo Manza, but no a signboard, and was a 7 bread as a trum. Fanam Baina Pessi be no be tuto 0247 111 671 0246 578 750. Share MTN everywhere you go. A real more to any room and it does all. Emu abamu mu boso tanye edobeko 4G plus turbonet papa levels the ground for me to see something ma a form one now new is playing grounds no levels enunti and the levels natural capsules at the aba and also ya to payo sisi ni kotojwe abasa sisi ekotojwe abasa sisi ekotojwe se wunyanya abasa ni sisi ni kotojwe bi emfa mo brade ababubu aguo entrini ntimi nya adwuma carpenter ni so was we Mrs. Nakana ho unya levels natural capsules hwe be ma de ni sanze hunu wo fie na da bia graphic akenkan yo me onza mpa o ma wo yire ayo kwa ho mentimi nkasa bebre mompe levels nduro ni bi 0599 670 402 0599 670 402 020 862211 there be a 918 meti 020 8622 be tough we a budget cash and carry Blue James energy drink be tough ewem na asesano vitamin B2 B3 B6 B12 and the keka wunyina and the Blue James energy drink be tough when nyuma ku a eta yechi ya moti enka akan kasebon me yeme nana anwofedua ode hye kronkron ahye nkwana na menu bremu odi ayenka nkwa me yeboa enafi
nana ya kunadu afi kasebon mu nsemni omai Ghana sikasem ade eyomai manim sem say ye hyo hawo kakra ewo ho empanifo ahye ye ho bose wotutu anamo no amanimdifo no akasa ho bebre nanso ne fa bi a ye nhede ne ho nkomo enyuma ahodo a efri nkrofo amamu a wo mo abebiebie ne nkrabata ewo ye mayimu sense enyuma ne bi abobo won kete ya woko wonchi anase wasesa wonkuku ne nkaka ede akokoko aman afoforo bi emu de atodwa anaso so abode amomamba bi enim ne de omanma ya nso yebetiti bi mu ede akyeremu na oman bia nyina so eye adwuma ekoso eno aso na boa mo oman manya adwuma ne bi eye na san so ema oman no amonone sika de friend foreign direct investment no sakobaso wo mo sesa wonkuku ne wonkaka kosa how ben ene deba eyo manfo a wo munya adwuma nyepe anaso eka oman ni sikasem susudua de obroni fra ne gross domestic product no yebedi ho nkomo ye ka say peace news betime de sa esinebo abubo enwuma ibidin ebinom ho no mo a wo mo akasa amfo ma sema antudwa bedwam nti ye ntimi nka ho na emom de apie bedwam ama omanfo nyina tebie bi te say glovo wamono na wamo de niema ema delivery bi aduane nom ne ade wode bekwa ma okama wamo kire se niema enkoyi adwuma mo ye ne faso ni so bion emu aye dia mo mo Ghana nti wamasese omo nkuku ne omo nkaka wamo ukọ afei December afie twemu no ena Navia wamo so aye oye honam yie niema ahofade anasa ahosiesie niema ne bi skincare eniema ne bi no mudidi dwuma na so wo eye ho adwuma wo so se so mo ye adwuma Ghana eto no ebuam kom so obedian dani adwuma no ani no emu aye denti wo so ekọ se de na o mabo mo sesen wa ha no hu mo niema wa ha ye de firi ba bi na eba enye de nanka yenim so mo tea ne ye di wo mu nkui eye adwuma no afei ye da so ewo enwumanwuma no mu aba ko beti se Jumia de omanfo ni mo so adwesio ne doso ba ko ye food delivery division wo so December 2023 na wo mo je hane egu safa no wo mo ko afia March ewo 2024 yi mu no Unilever Ghana so adwesio ne ba ko a wo mo ye tea production efemu no wo mo so asesa won kuku ne onkaka akobo sesen ewo Nigeria wo mo ko alata ya wo eho ena omo de omo nkutu omo kaka akosie na wotwe mu ne ko na wieye mu ana bank ye ono so de nka otena ha ne ye bo branya ne efia duonu ene akire mponi eye French bank Société Générale wa mo so ama ne bo apie se adwuma ne nko won yie saa enti won so ebu won ketem wo bobo won kete na ode akọ ya keka ne se ya na ya ahomete ti wamu kwesa mpani ampa ni nuane ampa banki kunni te Société Générale no nyina ekwa adwuma yefo no ewo mu no sika ni adane no adwuma ayeye ene oman ni sikasem mu ano ye gene sei sikasem mu pensem fo no ba ko ne Professor Godfred Bobkin prof peace of suni ma hain
yeah, Mr. Memawaha, and you for you now, but I'm home to say.
A radiadum, na prof on sway.
Yes, I don't.
It a radiasi. Me papa dia benni, a human be co. Na yaya Ghana fui, a was a higher near na.
ne fa baabi ha yɛn ne fa baabi nso deɛ nkɛnyi kwan sɛ ɛha yɛn bebree ma memfa baabi a ɛnha yɛn bebree ne first wohwɛ companies ne bi no a ɔmo kɔ no a wohwɛ their line of operation a competition aba hɔ sɛ wofa no sɛ bi a sɛ food delivery food value chain retail na de ade no wohwɛ in the last 20 years the competition aba hɔ no dɔɔso paa. So some of them are actually struggling to compete. So we say yenya locals now, Ghana for entrepreneurs need be no, and then they have entered the food delivery market. Unusa. Or want to talk to motorbikes, boys see now they are. So say but the food delivery, retail, value chain now they are dinner. What is the competition about? So some of them may be struggling genuinely to compete, for which reason they are looking at options of walking away. Then again, if you look at the retail and then also the wholesale now, if you look at the influx of FDI, business or Ghana, so that again tells you say competition on the cost. If you look at the likes of Melcom and all the others. Apart from that, there are other Ghanaian businesses that are equally playing a role in the retail food delivery value chain. So in that space itself, there is competition. So competition no increase. Now say the economic environment so I improve. If the economic environment does not improve considerably, then it's going to be difficult for some businesses to compete because that is going to squeeze their margins. That is what is playing out. Now, so there may be some displacement, right? So that could be a positive disruption in the market for Ghanaians. So the question is, some of them who have left, are there some businesses that have entered the space for which reason the gap will not be felt? I think, yes, some Ghanaian businesses, some other African businesses are equally making inroads in that food delivery and the rest of them. In the past, they are skincare now. You look at if you look at the data, the last 10 years, you could see the substitution and the competition in that area. What that means is that the margins that they were making before now is no longer possible. Now, because of the external environment, now are they more difficult also? If you do your assessment, then you realize that it's better we walk off. That is what is playing out. But let's look at Nifebia and Yemaya.
Okay, Prof.
Hello.
Prof, Bacho, yeti ne fana Yemaya no.
The signal news way is sent it across the world, no, and Yemaya. It may potentially affect other investors who will be looking at coming to do business in Ghana. That signal effect is not good. And you can't also fault them so much because it's not only these foreign businesses that are complaining or going. There are other Ghanaian businesses that they don't have anywhere to go except to shut down. That is not good. So it's not good for the foreign companies, not that it's good for Ghanaian businesses. If you do the survey, what you know is every business in Ghana is complaining. Taxes, frictions, unreliable power supply. Now all these things actually undermine the investment climate, which should be conducive for attracting foreign direct investment, whether we like it or not. It's not good for us because savings which is key for what we call in economic capital formation. Our savings level is very low. Meanwhile, we have huge investment potential. So once our savings level is low, capital formation is very low, there is no way we'll be able to take advantage of those opportunities ourselves. So what do we need to do? We need to then complement the limited savings we have with foreign direct investment and portfolio flows. So once you are not getting that, you have not created that enabling environment, the macroeconomic stability, that will be an incentive to for somebody to decide to come to Ghana or to go to Cote d'Ivoire or other countries, then it means that we are losing out. Now, how is that playing out? Say, IMF supported program now. Hello.
Yes, Prof.
The IMF supported program now. How much they will be able to give us is $3 billion the next 3 years. Now World Bank they can create $1.55 billion and now relief in the next 3 years in terms of FX, foreign exchange, as a result of the program, as has been documented, it's just around $15 billion. This is an economy that is worth over $70 billion. What is $15 billion to us in the next 3 years? It tells you that it's woefully inadequate. And that is why you see that even though we get the IMF inflows, the cedi only stabilized for a while and then it continues to depreciate. So it means that we need to create an enabling environment which will allow Ghana to attract foreign direct investment and other portfolio flows to complement whatever we are able to get from the IMF-supported program, either directly from the IMF or from the World Bank or other multilateral institutions, together with the relief that we get from our external debt restructuring. So that is where we are overall. Now, while the foreign businesses are complaining, it's not different for Ghanaian businesses. It's not different from local businesses. So we need to take responsibility. It is also good that some businesses go. It's not all bad. Okay, we are looking at the subsectors and seeing whether we are building local capacity to actually fill that gap. When it comes to food delivery, those retail, wholesale, value chain and those things, actually we are not that deficient in that area. If you ask me, that's what the data tells me. In the last 25 years, if you look at the extent to which retail and wholesale is driving our service sector, is so huge. Meanwhile, that sector is not labor intensive. It's not creating quality employment. That sector equally is not bringing in the much needed tax revenue. That sector, Ghanaian low-hanging fruit for Ghanaians in food delivery now. If you check today, there are so many motorbikes doing delivery all over the place. Okay, so that sector, if some businesses leave, in fact, actually, if you look at it, that's the sector we should preserve for Ghanaian businesses. Okay? But you should be concerned when you find that a manufacturing company, maybe in Liver, the likes of Shishitek and Ra and the others are leaving, then there's a cause for concern because we need to improve the manufacturing subsector of our economy. And we can't do so solely by looking at indigenous businesses. And let me tell you, Ghana, since independence, there has never been any conscious plan to grow home indigenous businesses to the level of seeing them at the regional, continental, and global level. We haven't done that. Our policies have been more supportive of foreign businesses at the detriment of local businesses. Okay, so we need to take a critical look. Some will go, but let's analyze it. Are we building local capacity? In the retail, food delivery, and the rest of them, I don't think that we should cry over that. But we should look at, but that again, even though the general environment is not supportive for businesses, so some are going for right reasons, okay, but we need to work at improving those reasons so that not only that we retain some of those businesses, but we also need to attract the much needed foreign direct investment to complement whatever inflows we are getting from the IMF supported program, debt relief, multilateral, and the rest of them. Otherwise, our cedi will continue to depreciate. That is where we should be looking at this from.
Okay, Prof, one aspect in Sunni, also mention local companies, indigenous companies, no, are be brain so a foldy up. But omo ha nto muni baby akọ yembo a wo se yes yembo am so mbe kwa international ni bi na bi a ha anye ye ho ayeye e dia mom. But international for ne so a eba no ebi mo tax incentives ebi ewo ho no mo a omo tax relief ene exemptions ebi yente wo mo ne nka papa would you say our policy no said you see a year foreign companies no ebi ye maybe etia ebi entina ebi ko na sa position na ye de boa foreign companies nema ebi exemption no ye in local capacity na and our local companies no so wo mo enya sa support ni bi anka emwa ye bre bi ko na nka wo mo hihiem
steps then they take it to build local capacity to fill that gap. And we have to be intentional. Or maybe we have seen more or more develop here on the basis of foreign firms alone. If you are not intentional about building indigenous businesses, for some of them to become multinationals and the rest of them, this country won't go far. So when I was saying since independence, obviously a useful incentive tax regime now it has favored more foreign businesses than local businesses. That is a fact. So we need to take another look. There's nothing wrong. I should not sleep less simply because another Ghanaian business is doing so well. But we don't have that mindset. Sometimes we are more interested in whether the business is politically affiliated to this party or that party and the rest of them, or this tribe or that tribe or something. No, we are not going far with that.
Prof, dear Abbey, what's you say a right time, Emma policy makers say. One more better say, now wash a tax regime, titru local companies, no. Sabaya, you bet me a cushion one more. Now, almost more do.
This is the right time. But unfortunately, the people who should be having this discussion with you are busy about how they can win the next election. Right? That's what we are interested in. So that is fine. This is the time to look at it. And we can't look at this in isolation. We need to sit down with indigenous Ghanaian businesses regularly, listen to them. If you, from your own network, the number of times Ghanaian businesses have complained about taxes, harassment from the ports all over the place. Our system is designed to facilitate foreign businesses compared to local businesses. This is what we have done over the years. We don't have genuine love for one another. We are afraid. One party, when they are in power, their goal is to make sure that businesses are connected to the other party. They don't make it. This is what we have been doing to ourselves. Haven't we chased out Ghanaian entrepreneurs during the military rule? Some of them ran away and dressed like women to escape arrest. This is what we've done to ourselves. There are Ghanaian entrepreneurs who are even afraid to disclose their identity. In this country, they are afraid. Almost they are hiding. They are hiding in their own country to display their wealth. So they make more money, they externalize it, they send it outside because they feel that if they keep it here, they don't know what will happen. It is not only that, even politicians who have money, they are afraid to keep it in the bank so that the bank can do business with it. They will prefer to keep it in their bedroom. That is why the bedroom economy is stronger than the general economy. Why do we do that to ourselves? When we do these things to ourselves since independence, then later we will hold a press conference one day and ask why Ghanaian businesses are not doing well. Let's go back to our practices.
Prof, that's why. Amen. That's a prof. Professor Godfred Bobkin. Why is it a semon pensimuni? A semno. Why more can a French said the human is a hun on the sadi or my ma. A hunina.
Papa na Kenya sasa mawagana hengina. Pa na untiga sebuni yo. Baby we ya killer. Na ya mareho we don't have genuine love for each other. Yes, patriotism. I said na mean unu ya hwe ase anu anya de. Tie. Adena we gwan get kan ka sebuni bi mu. Ka sebuni de ehia ba ko pa na papa na kano. Or say the bedroom economy is stronger than the normal economy. Nana me catch papa bi say o do pa penifu wo mem no na businessmen no ma yin na ni tuom yan go mu fi ngo yan go fi ngo iske omwo ene the other bank ni ngo ye odo a ye de chechire man ye ni bi say abrantie bi ani bon ho modern say me set up a small business as an entrepreneur no say de besi ato ahye ne so no taxes aye de be man say de besi to ascend so no na buy it me man 10 years tax exemption tax holiday near the ma ho abontin su ni papa was the professor there Bobkin na me nhira no as one day modern ba na 12 o'clock news 6 o'clock news and me no pa ye nye hu aduro kakra wa ba di gogana oboka na kwa akwane anwe hu ye nye ye we must build billionaires and trillionaires e wo ma we mu ans na wo na bam Ghana for no yavo. Numa gese ukoma Ghana for adia hine wom. papa woka say Nyankopon wo nhyira wo papa
Professor Godfred Bobkin
nyame nhyira no utim se na ne afika kra
I say answer no bi bedru professor
na wa brim onu waka military time yetimi ka say say nipa wa bia business we onye ya manyokuo nipa enti ya gu na dwuma e Ghana ha
democratic regime yikura ye betata wa
ye hwa away we were MPP ni we were NDC
ye the Rambo style na de akwachi obi
ye mana dwuma ni tintima ye mana dwuma ni tintima ode ne sika ne beboa amanyukuo we enti ye hwe na ye nwu na dwuma no ana ye mana dwuma ni hwihwan na ne refi say enipa ye dwuma no ye Ghana fo ma say suni banwe mu wi na ye nso sebi ya dwuma fo kakranti wombo dwa twogbe ni akwadi akire ye ni amata Ghana adwon fom nzo fo na nyes
say do matum
omatu
say you na nkofo na ka say 100 Ghana 100
na 100 da duba kwese piles mu je 100 ye ne opani a wotu franka ediama new patriotic party SI Ghana mampani abedi akire His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia odi asembia kwa kotudwa na nasema woka nyina ne say nokure waye na adwen se Nyankopon ya adom na adom bi dum na se Ghana fo ye ne mu gidie koto abama ne se wi na oba be Ghana mampani a onga sabe bibi nti wadi demom ni pedua ho na obeso oto aso kosuku kosu apon mu no na ban a obetie no obi bia wadi dem a obekosu apon mu no enya de obetua school fees dama anasempoa ade e be fa mekwa suku eno mbeko yentie se de ye mampani abedi akire e ka nensem.
So I am very, very clear on the way forward. I believe that persons with disabilities, we are going to have to support them a bit more. Persons with disabilities, we are giving scholarships to every sort of person, but I want to dedicate some of the monies from our scholarship secretariat and the GET fund to provide free tertiary education, both tuition and accommodation, to all persons of disabilities who make it into the universities, so that they can all benefit from that.
Eni amuti ye mampani abedi che brofo anu wakana ne tofa bomina ne se wonga wadi dem se obeye mampani a eni wo mehame no ho akura ye manfen kutwabe be mo de akosu apom tira bia nso bediye ewo asetrem enu akiro ena Patricia Sefafisha ene ewura ni oye National Vice President oda Ghana Federation of Persons with Disability Organizations ano maame Serena eye Mahamadu na eno na obusa ne say de ye mampani abedi akire kwakoto dwane o entima onso adwenche ne say eno so eyasempa na we ni kwanse mampani abedi akire we be boshe umegina we so mehebo magana votimu yomude se papa wo akomapa ede ma won adidem na oye mampani abedi akire susu ampa se o pepa bi so opese onga wadidem etimi ko university free a enko mampani abedi akire enko ahaka cha ne boss eno ma yede dada ope mampani adie nti ene ope bibia ka kire Ghana fo nti ene wo kan sei ti o gidie power na kuma mi se adie wei enani so ade hu pa dia onka nche na nado na kan manimu ya omonye ne prekone ehwe sei ene no so kan.
If you look at your constitution, Katano, it said education should be free for all persons with disability. Now, education should be free at all levels for all persons with disability. Now, up to now, no, they have not been able to make educational system free. He's still the vice president. So, and he said you only need before and Sana, policy, no, basically, I implement it and I enforce it fully. He still have the opportunity to do that even before he gets out of office or remain again. Yeah, well, share about there, but no yaki, but and share because yeah, say or yeah, papa. Nti fedia over office no yes action speak louder than words come to me and say sia dia na aka say oh ampa o ma ya mana ya juma come our vice president no so and yes after na obey president and son on betima enforce until we are asking that politicians is long overdue say certain basic human rights for persons with disabilities you know, they should take it very serious and implement it and then we'll stop this political games with our future.
Midday dachi be dia grow bonnet say dame o se mate kwakwa ɛna me be mampania adi nso ya mampania be di akiri cabinet ukobi eti opa ka kire mampani no omonye modi free education bananka modi afra enye na a obepa aba abepa mampani adie eno de enyam na me kan o ma me o ka say momote aha na eno achi no ɛna executive director of Ghana Blind Union Dr. Peter Oben asamwaka say asam dena mampani be de chaka ne sanu no enye no nwanwa some of them baomia man adwumu do papa ke tijamfo a ozakoda nyansani baomia twam site yes enso ke tijamfo a ze na koda nyansani en waka say eya de pa ebemo won asabi wadi dem no atimi anya akoma pa bi se metoa so ko university a aban behweme enti we de osom do musom kwan
our expenditure no insisted other people. We actually end up spending more. It's more challenging for a person with disability to say about record through the educational system. For example, so if you are like a blind person, we have to make expenditure on getting our books into accessible form. That's number one. Number two, you have to make expenditure, even transportation for you and your guide. If you are saying and you are using to go out to look for research, it's okay. Me say, if I'm here with PhD, I make all research in the field saying, I went to somebody in the sign because I am taking the person. And see, we just say, to make special education free for persons with disability is a step in the right direction. Now, it also serves as a motivating factor, for persons with disability to aspire to higher education.
Eni amuti Dr. Peter Oben Asamoah on executive director of Ghana Blind Union so we dey encourage asem mu hwam ne mu odepa kane otim patem ho so afa no dam patem ni nyina no wura Joshua Makubu ono so ene Patricia Tifafe Shakasa no na asem ka nyina ne se no kura ni Nyankopon anim ni adia Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baomia ede bane de emu de papa na se wonga se bi wadi dem ni nyina ma yo masem hia no mo fa no mo so mu kwan no mo gina so kura kwato aba bun di ma MPP ni Baomia se Baomia entimi anya ma mampani na ene school ombeko university ombeko so to school fees san se obi anya nso sa da ewe Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baomia na nyamede sa nyansa po ya koma na wasane ne boko e de ato Ghana fo anim ti omo pese ba mu dia ene won asabe mani Muhammadi dem no omo nyitwi enkoto aba ne bum enfema Baomia ne MPP e ba sa dia ebebem na amasa eja wajo.
We have advocated for these things, persons with disability in free education at all levels. So for the vice president to indicate Oba making sure that provision is implemented now. And also MPP for about kind so mobile increase persons with disability common for mobile, they implemented it from 2% to 3%. So I am very confident and it is a source of hope and then to persons with disabilities. Some of us have full confidence. The only thing I can say, persons with disability community, we shouldn't think about which political party or that political party. We should come out in our numbers and ensure he wins the election. Now we're implementing this particular policy. Tomorrow we can look back and say, yes, it was our time and I are contributing to His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baumia becoming the president and our education at the tertiary level free. I'm persons with disabilities.
Enze mo nyina Patricia Tifafe ne kuchegu nkrata so ehwetwe ne de bo chidom e no kenkanfo ahofedua makenkan no
Kania kwatia mrashe bedwani onmunyamfo Baba Jamal ediato NDC manim se womonkoso nyina brane mu omani na ho na womonhwe botae ne kwan no wanya ho adwuma na nkunimdie no atimi ayo mo dia befoa womo montimu ye on de kasa memu obone sampeti amemu nti womo befamu a ebase ebeha won wodi asemi kotu dwa ebra na woye nchechire dwumadie de ama NDC 4 year wo Cape Coast Zongo Caucus no na limited voter registration ne ho ensem ne nimdie wo so munya watimi enya edi akwakoye adwuma no yie
say oh NDC winning NDC because MPP for ankasa nkura na mbemabu no ensise ma itumi yende ti registration obi amfa no serious the moment you sense obi refie because first time voters especially omhu hiapa enti ama obi unu say so obi refie no timi dey amamfo eba because obi win every vote is important and ne adwumadi ebedi ye no zongo coordinators ni na ba inim say message nso dey amam no ebekofom obi ankoye adwuma mo me mani trimu nya ne mo bi anwen say e win awie da bi until say ebe count to the last ballot they be declared John Dramani Mahama as president no and so obi a transit and so obi di agro because agro no dey afin agro no eba be ede eni na nso be gina yi na nso na wonim say zongo nso dey en ne kuta NDC party en nso na ekuta o man na
Onipo kasayi ya kania kwatia mrashe bejeni unmunyamfo Baba Jamal. Na mfifi mantemu NDC Vice Chairman wasansu ya former MP Gomua East. Eye unmunyamfo ekopenyi no chiri eduamwa. Wanosu diweyi enetoso.
Registration aye be obia mbo mozin de odun hu bejem nkankan wana wo boto abafofo MPP amembu bona wo bunti wo mpe denche bi ben yakwanje mpo wato abawato wana chinti edu wen wato de wan wo dada wato abankuti oba ho enti yen NDC fo me yen wambe anwana wo boto abafofo no so wana obre na aka wampa anwochi wana wo mpa enti etufo de obia amfa no wonjim de baby o hye bia obobo mozin de obachi onidin na wetum wato aba about bonus to the said me and said the electoral commission why and said we will rotate what's about district capitals by I vida am made them pinibida them 2008 2007 yeah they about 2008 yeah limited registration yeah main registration adina you rotate if you electoral area ha na yakwa if you na yakwa
Onipa yetini ni seseyi eye NDC mfifi mantemu Vice Chairman unmunyafo ekopenyin ochiri eduamwa na ne de achi na Abdullah Amo Central Regional Zongo Caucus Coordinator ono so can say
the purpose of this program there you make sure say every coordinator na magaja and all the committee members when who ankasa won hu faso for party no but me pere hu the apart from munyim no mu here there be this orientation purpose for upcoming limited registration because nyimpa no nyimpa kakasa no anyina ba onyi nyimde anyina ba kasa e oba he adwen kaka so wombra ne yan trans but the ba kwa meda coordinators na magaja fast there ehwe hu ma wotumu ba ya almost 100%. This shows the wire crowd for upcoming limited registration in Magaja. If you up Dencha West up to Autu Sanya East, this shows the wire crowd for limited registration. But Mamaka, especially in our case of resources, I can assure you, Dobian can comment to you. May you go to ya, able to your domino register, we'll make sure we will do it.
Ibrahim Dadzi and a day Samani boy a baye.
And ya yan to akasi abono so na we wura manyo semu seja no na gana for peti kansem krana wan vem bipi ni nditi amesumu o msene de manga hwe muntie hwe na eba no de wo munie eye openi odadom dudu no Ghana mrashebe dwefie Alexander Afenyo Markins wo ye mrashebe dwenima eye adihye wo winiba ene ne mpotem ho na wo mo sei Oma chorka tabidi akoma chame hin wo Ghana mrashebe dwefie se nkebe ya akwa ma mrashebe dwafo ama no omu ntwaso na nka putupuru omu mehiem e wo mrashebe dwefie na ensem ba ko mienu miense bia enwo akwa nya so mbadwendwe ho no adwentoto ado enhya ase ade ntia wo kasa ne se osi Ghana mrashebe dwefie da wo takam saa no ya de a ye de mra na eyo ne mra ne say order 53 of the standing orders of parliament permitting 15% house members to call for parliament recall. Just enipa ohamu chichemu edunum awe Ghana mrashebe dwafo ebetimi ahye na speaker so agi atum no mabesi nkonya mrashebe dwafo atoto adwen e wonsem hia bia omutusu se ye toto aho adwen a ebeboa ye man Ghana. Na de omo kan se fi se na nado danko akufuado eya reshafu yi bobo onipa bi din se bi be asoafo abedi akire appointment committee na trase vetting committee no eno ma twetwen komo etetumanu masem akasi e babadwo matum omrahye bedwafie ense ma hye bedwafo nso e de amakwan bosome match ne de to so aduonu ana saa kwama ne eba so na se omuka se bi omu twan kofim se omu sa beba mra hye fie ho a anhwe na nsem bi edika edi so betoto ho adwen ne no so atwen asensen enu ntina ko omu sere se speaker anyintum na omu nsinkunwa o mra hye fie na ebeba so ana se ema so sehi akontomra mra hye ni a wono so yesa ebona mra ne se na no Alex Tete oye majority chief whip on say woman no mo bo amashebedwafo na no ehwe say obetimi akọ mrashebedwafie akomadwuma eye majority no na bedi akiri eno no honorable Alex Tete padaroma adwumara yamo ha o
me batominia me to nka na ate
papa pasina say wani abrewo ya campaign timi so menya madwensa me be hawo
minia sa pepe me
ho ye pa eba abato mpeso so adwuma de a inimi sese ya kontomra amanfo obo odin se adwuma de uye bi pa na saa neti anase eyemnane
o di wadaruma ya suma ya na ye ba be si akontomra for na mwidie na teze de adwuma na ase ndi intimi company guzo a ye adwuma de aboa na be ya consultancy be fa no ntuma preference ni ya woka no ne trodo no
na me no ga se wo consultancy na wabedu ngran
me fa to me ba no a wadaruma me fi ho no menra
okay yanto nsha se mi so se ayi ononyanfo Alexander Afeyon Markins awoda mu nyina no domdodo na no wose wo mu sese nkabe ya speaker emra na onhwe na mra shebedwafo ntrase na mu ntoto adwen de mu kan no mo na akire mo kwan bi so ana mu hia na se mu gira mra so na mo sre speaker
yo odian kan edika no mame na wase ne adwuma mo ye de aboagan na me ntia me consensus fo a ATM ne tene se jeba bi brikino senia okan no na ye wodwumadi emiensa ese nanki di edeboa oman no eye ministers mampanyini enomnity omo na omo covet na zanka ye ma approve anom koyo omo adwuma ano pa ho a eye wo $150 million loan bi IDF loan bi omo de eboa na be ya ibetimi di aboa ye balance sheet ne yi eno firi wono ma say a granted tax exemption be at the companies be a omoye 1D1F so na be ya Ghana for ebenya adwuma ye because of the CNNT as speaker adwane citizenly no yantimi anye sa ayina ma yantimi ampase omo sa nyema miensa no and it is all kind of article 112 clause 3 na so ye pese ye free settlement NIPA 15% of the total number, 275, that is 42. Ebetimi request is a speaker and free to prove meeting. And no, and na majority side, you know, Dodona no assign speaker may and free to prove meetings and a bear. That name means our Daruma me boss, no, Ebetimi Abba, never consider. Into what kind of standing order, no, 53 and so on. Our say NIPA 15% no all the bar mathematics and say 42 members and no and ama ye leader Afeyon Markins agent also na no and say the letter a common speaker say on free to pruna yetimi ma be this adwumadi emu aga na for two bizarre na sanity
we dey watch him na yati ase party honorable estate yemfa ne say letter ya media common speaker o se mate mahu nenso menfre parliament bia ebre no so a break ne so a yebeba majority anamon ben na mo betu afa se ekoba se enyanu se iba
ye nyina no me visa including speaker yes last it is okay last paragraph of article 112 clause 3 na also within 7 days you know after the receipt of the request na the speaker no or someone my parliament here, but I don't think the speaker will be near Guso. It's Mra NSA, as a members of parliament, including executives in the Akan. And it's a constitution Akan NIPA 15% no bit my request here. Yeah, they are caught and they are 27 days, you know. About some minimum speaker or Yamna or a lawyer, and I don't think which mark as a constitution SS Amra now be boosted. Minia odi me pauto yentre na 7 days no and so minimum speaker be free am about parliament.
body as me ana ne care den so agya minimum ntime yire me hono maka manofo manade a cheme yire mi so o men amanyosem ma mode Ghana ye ne MPP ne NDC se MPP ati efichire ne wo hwebi se oppositioner opese NDC mode mbono ebe kofom na Ghana fo ani anso na mo MPP fo aba sa na MPP wa ba mi so NDC bompa se mototo mpa so na Ghana fo ani nso na mo so matimi eden aba Nancy, I say, Unuyan for a Tavios, Wawunia, a contumra, Naze, Debbie, a Cabraminka, on the 1 year in Jaboso. I can say, Oko boy, your body did some queer minister, ye nin tomb, and so on nam offices, and no yet president a nomination as a day, president representative just would not, Mampenia name, Onya San your money. Unyini say, Edom kuma no be omadwen say omuma sanhia we emma so said the bear aban dwumadi a opeso odi enkoso na mo ho aye Ghana fo hi na ye gia so ato abade atiamo
yeah ne yetene se odi se nya wo kan no tudo na wo kan no obia no evi 8 years na so nti se obapo that's NDC MPP so se as maintain power and I don't dey ntem ya na America na se nyina no e de som Ghana. And inti omo minority side no entimin kan say ministers na ya akọ vet na vetting process no via omo nyina agree by consensus say ya pass womo and both minority and majority nyina na agiatu and inti no the president no betimi appoint to be onye ni caretaker as executive president and constitution no emane kwama otimi yes ade no na niamika is sabli ya to about edwo a yenya eye one member wa become majority no nti say ba parliamentary majority no 138 no almost 137 no I don't think that you be kaze no yintimi enfam pass ministers na next anyama mienu na me bobo so nti odi ya chaze 7 days no be so na speaker be frama ye de adwuma ye ne ya kan na I don't the day no both NDC and MPP 7 December no na obia no Ghana for that adwuma obeye ne yeni so anase yeni so and nti ye lay foundation no the Ghana for senior Zakaria chapter verse 9 e kan say and say lay foundation sansa na na say wi nti I don't the day no ye just say ye bitumi aye adwuma na Ghana for timi maintain ye and I don't mean him say Ghana for so no ebe to ayan so na yetimi ato adwuma pa ye nti odi ye twen 7 days no na speaker fra me wo gidie o nyankopon mu say bituma pass ministers.
Honorable Alestate na wi Peace FM from Tubraka Sebo ye de wase ene wo brand wadaji
me da so papa nyame nso no mo awode nyame nso dem nyina
we eye openi a domdodo organ na mrahye bedwafie omo mo hwe se omo krofo beba parliament abetie die ekoso no na be die kire ana motene nka no Yanko University eho no eye Central University Dr. Benjamin Ochiri Ankra oyobia oye governance lecturer ochirichire ni a ochire aban ana amanwesem ene amamumu nsem but ono ngase nya manwoni dog wadaro mawie ye mo ha
na je so minya na apom ti sen
adum kura na nso
oyame dia ke
engoma twetwe ne ho ahia se babaji nimdia kakra ewo se krata dom dodo na twra koma speaker yi se wansomu a ana hu ben de hia se omusomu na obreki no moba parliament
yo medase ya amanyo sema edu mmeri a ya se ya ko break ana se ya kodi ahome ana ye janya ya wo parliament ni akọ ye pesi aso ni akọ ye duma so na enye legislature kwa na omo ye omo bi ta duma yi even judicial service omo so ye du ba bi a omo so court no omo ko holiday ana so omo ko vacation nje eyade a etai ekoso me mum omo ti ma no omo ye no e de say medical doctor wo fie ni ase obi ho akere no tere bi a na wa bread here and you me draw say bra na obi na pomu edodo no ibra na bebe no amanyo tem no e ma ho kwan say MPs no ekodi o ma ho emu edu ba bi na bibi nti so mo ni o mo so mo ba no mbe ti say juma na say ekota ebetumi ade nsensare policy abra o man na dia obutumi eba enye nia edikan yi na enkoya nia ikato se ebia aban di mu no bibi o ha esase ede ko parliament ye ko di approval na aban niema etumi koto a etumi bre ma saa niema no ekoto na nia akosi dese na ye won niema bi a esase ka parliament ese enso esan so omo request nti omo ehu kwan se anka omo frɛ no omo beti ka adwuma no notably among them every day yabumbo edipa bibi so omba beye aproafo at the various ministries and so say bibi yes me process ni na nwie no ama obotumi nya adwuma no e wo tumi a anka oman mu no ebetumi dia so omonza nti omo ho obi ho a ode caretaker na me bi akiri no say tumi kesie bia nta akiri se bibi ko ti boni a ebetumi ama ohun akiro say you have to go through the process before you become a minister. And the bibita no na 30% and 15% senior or standing orders later no or make me a prayer. Now me na me say anka is that the best route and the only route of make me a part one now. Let me say could we have built consensus? Now say ya ngeni na akwaya chima mentin say asum yenu Asian Papa no more. I started any wood yen a place. Make a yes, speaker, what to find. May Yan Yen do find. Say, Diana, 100 no Kaya, and I say, or for Jen Homie, Ewaman, and I do not be a crop of the idea to find. Maybe him, dear. I hear be so. Ye be kind speaker, Eddie, commode here. So, be a speaker. They didn't be a Basanka or friend to prove. Na amanyɔfoɔ no anaasɛ mmerɛsɛbagyafoɔ no ɔmo ba ne nyinaa yɛgye nneɛma bi kum na ɔman ne nkankɔ adua yɛyie yɛnya saa information no have they made contact with the speaker a ɔka sɛ obɛtumi aba anaa ɔtumi mma a dɛn nti na ɔtumi mma na ma ɔtumi mma a obɛtumi agyina nanan ana yɛankɔhwɛ ne yie bi akɔyɛ sɛ the speaker ni hɔ a sɛbesɛbe ebi a deɛ ɛpɛ sɛ yɛyɛ ɔn sɛ we are sharply divided, especially in Parliament. Ebedu baby no, you can say okay. Don't kuma no that say. Say yes speaker, and I tell you, oh yeah, can only hope. Now say more percent, ya more percent more na more ya. Ebedu baby, when you need the numbers, you may not get it. And I would have preferred then come you to consensus building. Yes, you know, yes, you community. I hear or dear in Canada, one man, yes, if we have national interest at heart. Na yebe tumi ni omagin komoto yemra yemagin tum sene beya enye na tumi akoto talking but ya anya ne sa minim die so I'm being cautious with my submission so when the kind if they have to give us better and better particulars it will help all of us with our discourse say oma anya no na omo fasa akwenso a edu ba bi omeka say bad faith nti where you need the support of the minority you may not get it dem mo so mo so and as speakers on Madia, near the day when you hear one or more can make me a human ama send ya penal at Yabamuana. How I wish that and got the leadership of Parliament, majority in minority in that year. But Yan years and say, we must say, we must say, Yan play near China. Command in China Macrabo. Indeed, I expect the leadership says, and when we see who when they get from the majority or from government, our can say, oh, not be binti. Because look at issues like health. Say, yeah, of learning of it, man. What you say, medicine or I am no, or no medicine or you know, or bread. Yes, I am one side and other way active. Or what you know, 20 years now. If you are not MKE, and then can say, Lipano, only a woman here. They see I have a one acting minister for health. Our community. Said you mean India. They only need here in health. Into a one many your person is that together with what is already M1 into a mundi kobo and companista
into dog way. The Ghana for be a bisa bontam we say it's yampan way. A yan omudi dia gura na say a 2 mia omo pre hon na ehia omo chen. Nipa na ye di yeso no
Niao can be a nipa be air no bread. I thought that me my company say, Omudi Diago, it says, Omba the head said, Omia Sample, about Mutia, Omia Sample, Omu, you are the best of friends. You would that. Say, Honorable Tame Sambuzi, or Cosim Where campaign my Bambag, you would that say, Honorable Bambag, Echo, Swami, Echo, campaign my Honorable Tame Sambuzi. They are friends. In that be accepted that no would be a one go. And they do this one, you know, will be a best what church and Minami watching. Mika, say, Yan and Theatre, your president or so on. And no, what of what church and Minami watching. Mamma, baby, years to win. That is if he was consulted in Saturday Oscar. Now, Copan is also now my majority to say, although one more, because we have the majority. And also, so it becomes power struggle. But ultimately, you say, and one never walk on mine no cannot. The more mine here, then what are we fighting for? Yes, you know, we have to not get to a manner. You know, can say, most of them number from or mine and yes. It is one part, you know, a best or mine can go home for the art. That is the Enya the Papa, but I thought that now if I may get it, nearly down Malco and Yuma, what by the way, let's not a band to make blame our own near you. You really said, for mine and boy, and I address me can't make an obey. The Okoto Petro, and now for 30 years, I decided, who are party base. Someone to know my money, and I want to get to know Ghanaian. Here in I have bread, and my father said, we are MPP, Puso, now we are MPP minister. Here in I have bread. Indeed, it is about time we make an effort as a country and as citizens to discuss issues of national interest devoid of politics. They are informed on your tender and 2010 Cantra. Yeah, that's all men who don't see. I dear Cabetinia, yes, and so many money, and now, them 1 year, 9 years, said the Bayan was Boba, yes, it depends on that moving for so a humanity or obviously, Yemen could be or many or more baby on the phone. Now, Ghana, one man or many baby on one day a day. On that, I'm train. It's the young person for watching. Let us put our partisanship a bit aside. This one, let us try to swallow our pride and our egos. Because remember who said, to me, it doesn't matter where it comes from. Remember who said, to me, Yababa who said, yes, you are a banner, wine and bread. Yaka, it's a ministry be to me, young Pomudin, Samno, and Yapapa. Opio MPPR has got the opportunity to basically to cry for Manade, I'll compare IRV. Now, no one to it.
Yate.
Ordinary Ghanaian.
Yate. Doc, yada sepano wada jenewe. Dr. Benjamin Ochere Ankra, Ochere ni Central University, ewo Enkra Kropon mu. Na semi so ene ye gina ne ahome. Ye ba yenum bedim papa mu.
So wakoma ho hyehyew ana ebo periperi de broni kan hardware no a ede ne se woye na se woyam so atim so
wo be packing a farmer Martin's liver salt techira kwan entem ehwie nsu agu glass mu ate Martin's liver salt no ba kwa no na wo de agum
wo be hu se ehuru wa glass ni mu na wanom Martin's liver salt ye won orange flavor ana ba ko so ye plain
wonumu a ho beto nemum edi nanu na ho ntowo a ko hu doctor.
Happy delightful Jew. Swachilala, chichi soso. Afrana pa. Epe pashu breakfast and was in woman. Joe happy delightful juice against with toast, cereal, and even benku. Ejime a bread and fifi. The most fridge man. Happy delightful juice. One of what? And you be here. I come out to relax anyway. Tuano when you're. Let's say what a chamado. Happy delightful juice. Off and a berry I bring you all day long. One fruit juice. I'm happy delight. One different flavor. Different size. You number 1 liter. Number from 150. And 250 ml. Ebenye bu healthy life shows on your supermarket. Happy life fruit juice. Loaded with taste.
Tune it in. Turn it up.
Peace FM.
And rip off the knob.
Yada se afei ye konsem foforo so. Krobia sante kotokohino tumfo se tu frusika dwako fifie aduonu enumnie. Etie da soa wa finhia da no ediemu. Na sa finhia da edie ho na Ghana Post nso ene Universal Postal Union atobasa komu a wada na sante hene commemorative stamp edie. na saa stamp yi egumu ahodo du mienu crypto stamp ene ade ebra wo ye ho amane no sofo hwankrato so onmunyafo esla osu ekofo ena edi enemo kasaye no se ye hwe ya mamre ye hwe ahenie ye hwe adidie ne ye hwe my Ghana ya mamre gina ne enyen munyam na se amane efe na ahenia ye fa ya kwono a krobia sante kotoko hene na amana banesa na henie so adanse bebre wo ho se wodi aboabo yen da ache ho ban wodi aboa krakra ya mamre enwumasua wodi apagem odasane yie yen so edana koma so a otu ho anamon ne nyina nti ye de sa stampisha na monyam a na ese efata.
As we launch the stamp today, we pay tribute to a traditional ruler who has distinguished himself and contributed immensely to the development and progress of his people and the country as a whole in several spheres of our lives. This commemorative stamp is therefore a reflection of our national pride and identity. It serves as a reminder of the inextricable link between our traditional values and our modern aspirations, reminding us that our rich cultural heritage is the foundation upon which our nation's future is built.
Nipa yete ne kaseyi eye era esla osu ekufo Ghana Post Managing Director by Soseko for the way to so.
This 25th anniversary caught the attention of Ghana Post last year when the Stamp Advisory Board of Ghana Post came up with the idea that we should honor our great king with a stamp on his 25th anniversary. And the board, under the able leadership of Mr. George Afisi Hayford, endorsed it. And since then, we have had no sleep, but we've been working tirelessly on making this day possible. And we thank God that today has finally come.
Onipo kasa ye by Sosef Kufo. Na chairman Emma Planning Committee Asante Hine Silver Jubilee Nana Utusre Bonso. Or the kakra we can home.
When Ghana Post made a presentation to the Utumfo Silver Jubilee Committee to launch a commemorative stamp in honor of Utumfo as part of the anniversary celebrations, we accepted it without blinking an eye, as it resonated with the theme of the celebration, that is 25 years of local and global impact. Almost 3 weeks ago, Utumfo presented this magnificent edifice to Asantemine to commemorate his 25 years reign on the Golden Stool. By our custom and tradition, the first act that should follow such a presentation is a presentation of drinks to the donor to seal the offer. And this ceremony is normally referred to as Otusa. And I said, what's Tamposo?
Onipa yete ne achire ye Nana Utusre boy ye chairman planning committee Emma Silver Jubilee Samson Kwame Nyameche ene de amaneboyi ebaye.
We adesma ma ye so da message ba ku mienu bi atito mu no ye nyimfiri woni mfen so. Ora ebo clerk enya mfinhia aduoso nwotwe. Ene oga so odi ankan. Sa osi papa na nana ya ne kasa no wakanya nsasem. Osi an o ma we mu haw pa eyo odo. Ene se mu benya tema ediama mo ho ne mo ho opa akọ Ghana nwumam ankurankura se o ya akwada so o ya pani obi ano no nyonko onya wakew odi besiw ya pomani ya nhwe kwan ye de omamba pasede etete ye maye odi wahu woni mrahye badwani ni kasa na woni doctor ni kasa so hu difference no leadership Akan dia wo mamu hanokura no patriotism ebi ni omumu de omunim ene ye ncheni ko parliament ko chedi ministry chedi civil servant or nearby appointment abadwuma ni wonu tu chedi enti aye woncheni man we ya ora ebo clerk or 78 years ena wode apem so no de masia
akenkan fo a mote yenken me nana ya konedu menen
nana ahofedua ode hye kronkron wodi ahenkan kwame yeboa achenkwana na menum bremu yes nana kreti sapon was it bremu dia na anom no na bremu be na na ka ezu nim no me numa magonta azu
utumi nya bisa
bremu no this time I was at the end
send also catch and say obusa se bremu be na anom no wo say wu na busa se utumi nya bisa
same sadi ayedai Didi bremu ye de hwenye
aha eti no obusa se wonum bremu de he na
emrane
eti ayewa no fafa
ayema no fafa abeka me din ho se wo ade wo adwen nya dwuma na besa bremu anom ochini bia wonnim abesa bremu anom na wadwen bom
bayare ama
ezu atache we dabile bremu de mesramo mamu nnim anu achi sa chenkwana na menum bremu nti na wo kasa bia anom ubewu ebeku yamnyo nso nyina betete edura China fo ne Ghana fo de agu nso nim ai ni pikano ubewu water for kura hia nso we na akwasa na goda ubewu MTN 4G plus everywhere you go. Suzy Aba Center no crepe my ade edamase. Levels the grand capsules patcho to paye. Obinum levels American jesse and vada edem. Budget cash and carry. Yes sir. Umpen up a day. Blue Jeans energy drink B12. Nancy Kojo Dixon, Kojo Hansen. It's under Kojo Fonso saying listen Dixon fancy. Go your hands in and so big man I more. Say now boy or no blue jeans. Your man be no. Yes, Vim no Abba. Patricia se Fafisha. Sounds so now William going to. Anna eja an infant for him. Pius Bedu Bansing. Anna etna evidinechi. Edema ye. Major Isabella. Anna Trotura. Hey. Ozo no top private car crash still Trotra. Ena omo boye chilom na ye de bremu ema mo moniti ya sorry so ya de ma enkrane di hye e ne din ede Kojo Hansen na fo pa ne kum chacha odo nyum de e bejeje mutata enu wi a akan enkaibo enso beba enkaibo ni si a ye de o man nyina be hye na ya akura do nsa na ode asumdue nkomo emefie dwo emani da ho ebesomo ya akura do ba pa tami ewu wonya sisi kim no ma back pass kila bobonua ene enue me buragumu a no nsi aba na video na yehye akudi na ya okesensa oni bia makwafo don pe bon fenje peace of madwuma no ye pon no nsia omo me no nsia no part time ye ntua akatwa ndie na ya akudi di modi anka na medisi pe esi de wa che nyina ye free opetio
opa mabunfu
because if you akokuma ase ekwan anwa if you akwa achimabo abo ekwan anwa
yebufu enante
ko ebetima nante akoyekurum na asemaba na nkranfo so obi anko ni kuruma unu mehame tena de beto ato okwam
turn it up rip off the knob
ene wan kwa adwuma intakwada